Welcome to Ask and Learn.
Okay, so to start this question, we're going to use our equation here. Delta G equals RT ln Kp. So we will be solving for Kp. So let's rearrange this equation so we have it solved for Kp. So as you can see, I divided by negative RT, and then we're going to get rid of this natural log by using E, and we come out with this final equation, Kp equals E raised to the delta G over RT. All right, so moving on, we're going to look at our equation. And I put our delta G values here. So we know RT, we know R, which is the constant. It's 8.314, and temperature we're given as 298. So if we can find delta G, we'll be able to find Kp by plugging in values here and solving for Kp. So in order to solve for delta G, we're going to use our products minus reactants. Again, you can find the delta G values online if you just Google delta G of formation. So here's our equation written out so we know exactly what we're looking for. And again, always remember that if there's a coefficient, this also needs to go into the equation. So right here, we're going to have 2 times the delta G of ICl minus the delta G of I2 plus the delta G of Cl2. So from here, it's just a plug and chug. We're going to plug these numbers in here. Cl2 is going to go over there. And this one will plug in right here. And don't forget to multiply this value by 2 since we have a coefficient right here. All right, so if you want to pause the video and do that calculation, it should come out to be negative 31.52 kilojoules. But we're going to want to put this in joules since the units of our R value are in joules. So we're going to multiply that by 1,000, which will give us negative 31520. And that will be in joules. I'm not writing the units just because it takes me a while and I'm not very good with the pen. All right, so moving on, since we have our delta G value right here, I cut off the negative sign, we have our delta G value right here. Let me make that a little more clear. We can plug that into our first equation. So I've written out the skeleton right here. So we're going to plug our delta G in right here, 31520, and then it's just plug and chug again. So we are going to come out with 3.35 times 10 to the 5th.